In the beginning, the earth was filled with life, and the sound of creation sang in harmony. But as generations passed, men turned their hearts away from their Creator. The once pure world became poisoned with violence. Humanity multiplied across the earth, but their hearts were filled with greed, envy, and bloodshed. The cries of the innocent rose up from the ground, and God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. Every thought and intention of man's heart was only evil continually. But among the multitudes there was one man, whose heart still sought righteousness. Noah walked with God. He was blameless in his generation, a man of faith in a world that had forgotten what faith meant. And the Lord said, "My spirit shall not abide with man forever, for he is corrupt. The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence." But to Noah, God gave a command, a call of salvation amidst the storm. This was the moment that changed the destiny of mankind forever. Then the voice of the Lord came to Noah, saying,
"Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Rooms you shall make in the ark and cover it inside and outside with pitch.
And God told Noah the measurements.
300 cubits long, 50 wide, and 30 high. A vessel unlike any the world had ever seen.
I will obey you, Lord, even if everyone else doubts.
And Noah began to gather wood, cut the trees, and work the soil with his sons.
Father, people laugh at us. They say no storm will come.
Let them laugh. When the time comes, they will see that the Lord keeps his word.
For years they labored, through the burning heat, the mocking words, the weight of doubt, yet their faith never broke. They pressed on, believing that every trial had a purpose and that God's promise was worth the wait. Though the world questioned them, they held tightly to hope, trusting that the planner's timing was perfect.
Noah builds a ship on dry land. Perhaps he will sail across the sand.
But Noah trusted the unseen. He built not with sight, but with faith.
For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Then the animals began to come, not by Noah's call, but by the command of the Creator himself.
The creatures obey him more than men do.
Even the beasts know the hand that made them and made them.
And the Lord said to Noah,
"Come into the ark, you and all your household, for I have found you righteous before me in this generation."
Then the sky grew heavy, the earth trembled, and the first drop of rain fell. And for the first time, the ground felt the touch of heaven's tears, cold, unending, and full of sorrow. The skies opened, and the fountains of the deep broke forth. Every drop fell with purpose. Every rumble spoke of judgment and mercy entwined. The earth groaned beneath the weight of the waters, and what once was dust became a mirror to the heavens. Thus began the flood, the hand of God moving upon the earth once more. And the door of the ark was shut by the hand of God. And it came to pass after 7 days that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. The fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened.
It begins.
The Lord has kept his word.
And the waters increased greatly upon the earth, rising higher and higher, until even the tallest mountains began to disappear beneath the waves. The mighty ark was lifted up from the ground and carried upon the vast waters by the power of God. Every high hill beneath the entire sky was covered by the rising waters, until no summit or mountaintop could be seen, for the flood had spread across the face of all the earth. Every living thing that moved on the earth perished: birds, cattle, beasts, and all mankind.
Lord, remember us in your mercy.
And God remembered Noah and every living thing that was with him in the ark. The rain from heaven was restrained. The waters began to recede. Noah released a raven, and it soared through the sky. The raven went to and fro until the waters had dried up from the earth. Then Noah sent out a dove, but it found no rest for the sole of its foot. And after 7 days had passed, Noah again sent forth the dove from the ark to see whether the floodwaters had abated from the face of the earth. And behold, it returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf.
The earth is alive again.
The Lord has renewed his mercy.
And it came to pass in the 601st year, the waters were dried up from off the earth. Then God spoke to Noah.
Go forth from the ark, you and your family, and every living thing with you.
Blessed be the Lord who gives life again.
And Noah built an altar to the Lord and offered burnt offerings of thanksgiving. Then God set his bow in the clouds, saying,
Never again shall the waters become a flood to destroy all flesh.
From destruction came renewal, from judgment, grace. The rainbow reminds all generations that mercy triumphs over wrath. The story of Noah isn't just about survival. It's about faith, obedience, and renewal. While the world around him was filled with corruption, Noah chose to walk with God, even when everyone else walked away. Remember, God honors those who trust him completely, even when the world doesn't understand. Just like Noah, we are called to build our arks of faith, to live righteously, to protect what's good, and to trust that God's promises are unshakable. Even when the storms of life surround us and the world feels uncertain, our faith becomes the vessel that keeps us afloat. When we hold fast to God's word, he guides us safely through every flood and leads us to a new beginning, reminding us that no storm lasts forever. When the waters finally recede, we find ourselves standing on higher ground, stronger in faith and renewed in spirit. So, when you see a rainbow, let it remind us that God still keeps his promises. Always.